Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Samantha Bright and thank you so much for being here. If you have been watching me for a while now, hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a bronze smoky eye with a little pop of color on my lower lash line, so just stay tuned for that. I am also going to be trying out a bunch of new makeup today. I got my hands on the Hourglass Stick Foundation, which I'm so excited to try. I've heard amazing things about it for years and I finally got my hands on it, so I'm super excited to try it. I'm also going to try the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap & Glory as well, and I'm going to be testing out just a bunch of new products, so stay tuned and let's get into the video. I'm going to go ahead and I already went ahead and moisturized my face. I am now, oh, I forgot to wet my beauty blender. I'll be right back. And we're back. So I went ahead and wet my little xoxo sponge. I love this thing. Oh my god, I am in love with it. I just bought a second set and I'm so happy with them. Oh my god, they're better. My opinion, okay, I think they're better. I think they're better. They're better than the Beauty Blender, and here's why. They're very soft. They have a silky texture. They don't have that sponge texture, you know, where you can feel the holes in it. It has this little edge right here and here, and I always use the rounded side in between the edges to do my under eyes, and then I go over it, and it's so good. I'm out of breath. Let's put my hair back. I woke up this morning, I took a shower for you guys, so I'm all nice and clean. So let's go ahead and start on the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and prime using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. And to blend this out, I'm gonna go in with the xoxo sponge. And to set that, I'm gonna go in with the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in Buff Beige. And I'm just gonna take a Morphe M504 brush and blend that all out, or set that concealer. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe 15D palette. It's very dirty, so I apologize. And I'm gonna be using mainly the brown tones in this palette, not really much of the orange tones, but I am gonna be using this palette more than once today, so just stay tuned to see how I use the palette the second time. I'm gonna go with the G17 brush, and I'm gonna go into the shade Natural right here. Okay, so we built up a good transition so far. Now I'm gonna go into the shade, I'm gonna go into Forever right here with the same brush, and I'm just gonna focus this in the same area, but a little bit less blown out. I'm not gonna try and blow this one out as much. So now that that's all deepened up, I am going to go ahead and take a G24 brush, which is the more condensed brush, and I'm gonna dip into the shade Editor right here and go on my outer V with this and into my crease. To deepen it up a little bit more on the outer V, I'm going to take this Morphe E17 brush, which is just a small tapered brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Epic down here, this one here. Take that on my very outer V. Okay, so I'm actually not going to use this brush because I feel like it's not distributing the product well enough. I'm going to go ahead and take a M433 brush, which is just a small tapered brush. I'm going to go into the same shade, and I'm just gonna dot this on my outer V. I'm gonna go in with these. I actually got these Morphe liquid shadows during holiday time, and I honestly love these. They're amazing. They're so creamy. The applicator is so easy to use, and I'm just gonna go ahead and brush on the with the applicator. Let me get my mirror. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush on the pigment with the applicator. Let me see. Okay. And as that's drying, I'm gonna go in with the 17 brush and then just blend out the edges of that. And then same on the other side. And for liner, I bet you guys can guess what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. So since liner is on, I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara and lashes off the camera, and I'll be right back. So lashes and mascara is on. Today I went ahead and used the Crave lashes in Chocolate Souffle. These have become my favorite lashes, like all-time favorite lashes. They're so comfortable. The band is super flexible. They're easy to cut. They're easy to trim. They form to your eyes so nicely, and I just feel like they give you such a lift. It's amazing. I love them. Now I already went ahead and primed my face using the One Heck of a Blot primer from Soap and Glory, and now I'm gonna go in with the Hourglass Stick Foundation. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna draw lines on my face literally and just go to town. Now I'm gonna go in with a Morphe Y6 brush and blend this out. Oh, and this is a perfect match. I'm so happy. Oh my god. This is literally the most beautiful foundation. Like, this is up there with like my Laura Mercier and stuff. Like, this is amazing. It's so full coverage. It's just gorgeous. Got on a little bandwagon, and I picked up the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I tried it last night, so it's not a first impressions, but I like the creaminess of the concealer. I feel like I can put it right underneath my eyes. However, I hate how little the applicator is compared to the Shape Tape, and I feel like I have to use so much of it, but it's very full coverage. Like, I covered up my beauty mark just now. I love how creamy it is. I'll totally wear this on like a no makeup day, and strictly only for the under eyes, most definitely, but I feel like for everywhere else I need to use my Shape Tape. A more neutral color. This is vanilla, by the way, the Radiant Creamy Concealer. And to blend all of this out, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that Equal Tool sponge, and as always, spray it down with my Milky Mist from Pixi. Maybe not as much for my under eyes because this is already a very radiant finished concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lightly pounce this on my skin. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I like using the rounded side with both tips to get directly underneath my under eye, and then I pat it out with the flat side. And then before my under eyes crease, I'm just gonna blend them out, and I'm gonna set my under eyes. And I'm just gonna do my under eyes directly because I wanna use a liquid illuminator today as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and powder the rest of the face in a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out my nose. And the concealer just lays so beautifully on the foundation. I'm obsessed. I love it. Oh my god. Now for the liquid illuminator, I picked up the Sephora illuminating drops. And this is in the shade Morning Light. And I'm just gonna, little dropper. I love this. I'm just gonna drop there. So like that. And I'm actually going to apply it with my finger, and then I'm going to blend it out with the Equal Tool sponge. So I'll just on the high points. And then very carefully just blend out the edges of that. And I'm focusing it mainly back here, just where the light hits. And the reason why I'm hitting it on the back is because there's still concealer and foundation on this side. So I want it to really blend in really well. And then we can go ahead and layer later. I just want to go ahead and get the foundation, like the foundation of the illuminating drops down. So, and then same thing, blend it out. And I think we can actually go for a little bit more, just a tad. Since the rest of my face is still damp from the foundation, like it's not set, I'm gonna go ahead and cream contour as well. I'm gonna go in with my Wonder Stick to cream contour today, and just using the dark side, going in an upwards motion, and then my nose. And then I'm gonna grab my Y6 brush, and the reason why I like to, when I use a foundation brush to start with my foundation, I like to blend out my cream contour with the same brush because it gives it a more natural look, because there's still remaining foundation off of the brush. So I like to just brush upwards in an upwards motion towards the highlight, so that way the highlight and the contour meet, and then make sure that it's as seamless as possible. And just stipple it into the skin. And the thing I love about the Wonder Stick is it blends out like a dream. It blends out so easily. It's so creamy. It doesn't break you out. It doesn't move your foundation. Like it adds a very subtle, defined look. Like that. And it just gives you color on the cheeks. It's like they have different skin tones. They have different matchsticks for different skin tones. So this one I believe is the light one, and then there's a different one that has a shimmer highlight stick, and then the contour side, and there's one that's more cool toned, and then there's one that's more warm. So I definitely recommend this to anyone. My sister even asked me, she's like, I'm looking for a contour stick, would you recommend the Wonder Stick? And I was like, 110%, huge fan, huge fan. It's so easy. And then using the foundation brush that I used originally, it just helps it blend so much easier. And then I'm gonna push this into my hairline and a little bit downwards to blend with my forehead. And to blend out my nose contour, same thing, M173 brush, and just go along the lines very, very lightly. Kind of help them along, blend them out ever so slightly. And then grabbing that Equal Tool sponge Not the side with the illuminator, but the other side that we blended out our under eyes with. Blending out the sides of that. Now that we're done contouring and highlighting, I'm gonna go ahead and powder the rest of my face. And doing that, I'm gonna use the Flower Beauty translucent powder. I honestly low-key hate this packaging though. Like it's really messy. And I'm just gonna pour. And I don't like how the flower, I don't like how the powder just like flies everywhere. You know, like it's kind of messy. Okay, and to spread this all over my face, I'm gonna go in with the Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just gonna swirl my brush in there. See, like you can see the powder flying. It's a very finely milled powder, and I'm just gonna set my face with this. And now, since my face is all powdered and my under eyes are set, I'm gonna go ahead and continue with the lower lash line. And in the beginning of the video, I mentioned how I would be using the Morphe palette more than one way. You're gonna see that in a little bit, so just stay tuned for that. But the pop of color that I'm gonna be doing under my lash line is actually gonna be in the 39A palette from Morphe as well. And I'm gonna be using this blue quadrant right here. And I'm actually so excited to use it because I've never played with blue shadow before. At least not as a pop of color. I've done it as like a full smoky eye before and it looked really nice. But I've never played with the blues in this particular palette. So I'm very, very excited for that. I'm first gonna go in and waterline my eyes using this Morphe blue eye pencil in the shade Harper. It's like a shimmery blue. Go in with this on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this on my waterline and also my lower lash line. Oh, I love this. Okay, I'm so excited. To go ahead and set the liner, I'm gonna grab a flat definer brush from Morphe as well, the G28, and I'm gonna dip into this beautiful shimmery blue shade right here. It's kind of like a cobalt color. It's gorgeous. Let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys, like that. That's beautiful. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press this against the liner on my lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a E18 brush, dip into this light turquoise shade right there, and smoke out my under eye with that. I'm actually gonna use a smaller brush, so I'm gonna go in with a E36 instead. And I'm just gonna blend that out further with the E18. Oh, I'm so happy! Look good! And I'm actually gonna add a little bit of smoke on the outer edge. So to do that, I'm just gonna grab this deep blue shade, this navy shade, on a M507 brush. And I'm just gonna very, very lightly just go back and meet the wing with that. Wow, this is so nice. I'm obsessed. Okay, and to finish off the face, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution contour palette, and to bronze up my face, I'm gonna use my Y1 brush and that first shade right there, and then just bronze up my cheeks. And to contour, I'm gonna go into that middle shade and just go down the hollows of my cheeks. And then to highlight my face, I'm gonna be going in with the Desi X Katy collab in Fuego. Actually, no. I'm gonna go into my Anastasia Moonchild palette, and I'm gonna grab Blue Ice and Pink Heart and mix them. Yeah, I'm feeling a little fiery today, right now. And I'm also gonna mix a little bit of Bubbly and Dripping in Gold. I'm gonna go in with the Desi X Katie in Fuego for my inner corner. And then my brow bone, nose, eyebrows. Now for blush, I am going to use the Morphe 15D palette as my blush palette today. And I'm sure you're wondering, you're crazy, you're wearing blue eyeshadow, why are you gonna do whatever you're gonna do? So I looked at this palette here and it has so many warm tones in it. So yesterday when I was doing my makeup, I tried putting in the crease on the apples of my cheeks and it looked so good. So today I'm gonna go in with Upbeat right here, and it's super pigmented because it's an eyeshadow. And then what I like to do is, since there's so much pigment on the brush, I'll just tap off the excess on my arm and just put it on my cheeks. And it's super soft. It's a very subtle flush of color. You can't even tell, but I think it adds so much. And Upbeat is a lot more mellow than in the crease. In the crease was for yesterday's look and it looked really good. And for my lip today, I'm gonna be using the shade Single from the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle liquid, not liquid lipsticks, regular lipsticks. And I'm gonna be going in with Foolish from Morphe. And to set this all in place, I'm gonna go in with my Mario Badescu spray in Lavender. Okay, you guys, so this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video just as much as I enjoyed making it. Once again, my name is Samantha Bright, and tune into my next video to see what else I can come up with. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up down below if you like this content. That's all on my end. I'll see you guys later. Bye!